What's good? It's the Fly Haitian Kid, DJ Cash, rocking out with Caribbean Focus TV. Stay focused, huh?
Atlanta! Welcome to another episode of Caribbean Focus TV. Yeah, this is your girl, Cherry Garden.
And Corey Renee. And we are here for yet another fabulous episode of Caribbean Focus TV. So make sure that you stay focused and stay tuned with us by liking us on Facebook, following us on Instagram and Twitter, all social media, search Caribbean Focus, and that's where you'll find us.
Definitely, guys, and you know, so I have a brand new website, so you need to log on, www.caribbeanfocus.tv, and you can catch up on all the past episodes, even the past seasons. And you can watch the full-length interviews, because sometimes we get so in-depth with interviews, we can't put the whole thing on the show. You know what I'm saying? A limited time upon the cable, you know. So take your time on the website, browse, peruse. You can even sponsor the show, so check that out too. And if you'd like to email us, make sure you email us at caribbeanfocustv@gmail.com. We want to hear from you, so talk to us.
Right now, we have an awesome show for you today. We are covering the fabulous PXP Festival that occurred in Centennial Park in Atlanta, Georgia. It was an amazing, amazing time. And it was hosted by the fabulous Akon. $1 of every ticket sold went to Lighting Africa. Make sure that you guys stay tuned and stay focused.
Yeah, girl, me want for you all, yo. Put me arms right around you. Girl, you give me the tightest hold me ever get in my life. Girl, me want for just squeeze you. Put me things all around you. Girl, you give me the tightest hold me ever get in my life. Me hide them jam, me no care. Me take it anytime, anywhere. In the square, so me no fear. Long as a woman, I will be there. Some of them I know me. Some of them don't know me. Some of them keep for me. Every time the people jump in. Some of them wanna wine for me. Some of them boogie down for me. Me love the way the ladies will wine for me. Everybody now, like a hey. Everybody, hey. I like the way you do it, hey. I did just say, all my ladies will wine on me. Like that. See girls said, hey. All my boom boom guy, you there. All the ladies who run on there. Move your body to the beat, yeah. Love me, need me. All my ladies, everybody, they want me. The sexy body girls, they need me. She said, love me, she love me.
All right, Caribbean Focus, welcome back. I would like you guys to help me give a warm welcome to Mr. Fully Focused. He is the creator of the Excellent, which is going to be an annual PXP Festival here in Atlanta, Georgia. So, Mr. Fully Focused, welcome to Caribbean Focus
Thank
TV.
you. It's a pleasure to be here. And you guys are looking lovely, man. I feel like I'm underdressed like crazy.
Well, thank you very much. Why don't you tell us, what is PXP?
Absolutely. PXP stands for Passport Experience. It's the P is for passport. The X and the P is the X and P and experience. And basically, it's a festival that enables different cultures to be able to come together under one platform, under one stage. And the whole purpose of it was just about unity. That's really what it is. It's just being able to unite people from different walks of life all together, especially in the city like Atlanta, which is an international city where you have an airport that is, you could take a direct flight from here to any part of the world, So it is an international city. The communities have been there, but there wasn't really anything that bridges the cultures together. So I figured, why not do it?
Awesome.
Yeah.
So what really inspired you to do it? As soon as because I know that it was a short period of time that it actually took you to magically pull this whole thing together.
Absolutely.
So what drove you through the process?
Well, first off, the way it kind of came about was in 2012, I did my own first world tour. And I went and played in Dubai, Amsterdam, Belgium, London, Rwanda, and Kenya, and also did some things in Trinidad later on. And what I realized is the first thing is we all want the same things in life, to be happy, to progress, to be loved, you know? So regardless of our backgrounds, we all want more or less the same things. But music is that universal language that brings us, you know, together. And when I was out there, I saw how, you know, different cultures and people interact with each other. And I wondered, why don't we have that here in Atlanta? And so I said, you know what, when I get the chance, I would love to create something like that because, you know, as they say, you got to create the thing that you wish existed. If it's not there, build it. You know, so that was the whole thing. As far as the process to put it together, you know, festivals. First of all, this being my first festival was a big leap. You know, I'd done the event last year in 2014. It was a monthly event series, but it was in a club at Rain on Peachtree. But going to the festival space, I was actually planning this event for 2016 because it takes a long time to put everything together. And just something last minute, there was a cancellation at Centennial Park last minute, and they called me and said, hey, would you be interested in doing your event? I said, would I? I said, absolutely. So I went ahead and took that, and it took about 7 weeks to put it together. But I wouldn't advise anybody to do that. I wouldn't.
Less than 2 months.
Yes, really. It was, I wouldn't advise anybody to try to put together a festival in 7 weeks because it's very intensive. It's very detail oriented. There's a whole lot of different departments that you have to consider. But by the grace of God, I was able to, you know, make it happen.
Fantastic. Well, you know what? Let's go ahead and jump to a little bit of the footage from PXP Festival. He brought so many international artists. Here's one of them, OC. Check it out and stay focused.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Leah Culver with Caribbean Focus TV. Stay focused.
Focus. I hope that you enjoyed that performance by OC. I know I enjoyed it. I was there catching a bunch of footage and he had his flag on. He was representing his country. Fully, why don't you tell us, where is OC from?
He's from Zambia. And actually, it's funny because he was one of the performers who came last minute. The lineup was already full, and a friend of mine, a promoter, he was in town it was in Oakland. And he called me and said, listen, this guy is an up-and-coming artist, emerging artist. You got to put him on your festival and everything. And I took a chance. I never heard, of the kid before. I think I have one of his records that I played, but I took a chance on it, and the feedback's been incredible about him.
Yes, he brought a lot of energy to PXP Fest.
Wonderful.
I mean, he came out there representing so hard wearing his flag while he was performing.
It was like a Superman.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yes, it was great. It was great.
Absolutely.
So while we're talking about OC and where he's from, why don't you tell our viewers about yourself and where you're from?
Absolutely. I was actually born and raised in Kenya, where Obama's from. That's my uncle, by the way. Yeah.
What? Obama's
No, I'm playing. Okay.
Hey, Obama's birthday was August 2nd, I think it was. It's like right before my birthday.
Happy birthday.
August folks are like the coolest.
Yeah, that is true. That's also my nephew's 6th birthday just the other day.
Really?
Absolutely. Shout out to Nathan, my nephew. Love the boy. Yeah, just turned 6.
We love you, Nathan.
Yeah.
Happy birthday from the girls at Caribbean.
So I grew up, half of my life I grew up in Kenya, then the other half was here. Last of 4 kids, single mother, brought here. And when we first came here, same, immigrant story where she was a school teacher, much difficult. So the first 2 years in this country, we were on food stamps and canned foods, and we used to shop our clothes at Salvation Army and Goodwill. And as well as even the furniture in our apartment was people's like trash, like the furniture people throw away or church donations. So kind of seeing that instilled this thing of there's got to be a better way, there's got to be a bigger way to live. And so it kind of made me want to go into having more, entrepreneur type of thing rather than a job, having, going into the entrepreneur lane and creating my own businesses. So shortly after that, I was I went to college at the University of Kentucky, because that's where we were staying at that time. And my major at that time was communications. I really wanted to, be on radio. And actually, it was in radio. I started doing college radio, and that's when I did an interview with the guy who was an upcoming artist at that time. It was like 11 years ago. I'm telling my age and everything. But I did an interview with an upcoming artist, an emerging artist at that time. And it landed me on mainstream radio. And that same guy was the guy who hosted PXP. Well, that's Akon when he was first starting out. So it's kind of how things come full circle. But I will also make it clear, I did not graduate from college. And the reason is because at that time, a lot of opportunities were coming my way. And something said, you know what? Some things don't come twice in a lifetime. You got to take advantage while it's coming. And I did that. My mother didn't like, because she was a school teacher.
Right.
So me telling her that I'm stopping school, I even quit my job and everything to dive into entertainment full time as a DJ. At first she didn't take it well, but she gave me the blessings, and I continued working on, and that led to different things I did from just different gigs as far as free gigs, pay cut gigs. I started traveling in the country, all over the country, doing events, and slowly but surely it's just been a journey and a process of growth. So
officially, what is it that you do now?
What's funny? I don't have a title, in the sense that it's really more of creating opportunities, creating different platforms. Like I said, I was DJing, then I got frustrated that, the radio stations wouldn't play, whether it's Caribbean music or African music, so I had my own mix show on SoundCloud that now, does over 1 million plays and is listened to in 50 countries, and that's actually what allowed me to get my my world tour. So that was that part. As far as then also doing events, because I got tired of us going to these mainstream events and not being acknowledged, our cultures, our music not being acknowledged, and it's one thing to do what we do in the outskirts, but it's another thing to bring it to the mainstream where it could be able to involve the Americans, the Europeans, and other people who are open and to embracing our culture. And when I say our culture, I mean African and Caribbean, because I do believe that's like the brother and sister of the world, as far as the cultures wise and everything.
Fantastic.
So, yeah.
Well, you know what? Let's go ahead and jump into some more footage from PXP Festival. Guys, get up out your seats and start dancing, all right? Make sure you stay focused.
Yeah, check it out, man. It's your boy Akon, and you got it locked right here to Caribbean Focus TV. All right? Stay focused, baby. Yeah.
Never mind. Behind them
So, do you guys see what you missed at PXP Fest? I mean, it was a good time. PXP Fest was amazing. Thank you so much for putting it on. You brought some class acts to that festival.
Yo, did you see the girl in the pink bag?
I'm not talking
Jumping
about
on
it.
Akon.
No, I'm leaving it
And
alone.
the other dude in the green shirt,
Yeah,
we wine our own. Hilarious.
It was a lot of fun. So if you weren't there this year, be there next year. Make sure that you get a ticket. $1 of the proceeds went to Light Up Africa, which Akon is the full force behind that. They're doing a lot of things for the citizens of Africa, helping them get light throughout Africa. There's over 600 million Africans without light.
Electricity?
Without any type of electricity. So it's a solar power initiative, and they're helping get grids to areas where there is no electricity. They're putting solar energy over there so that they can get light. And this year alone, they've put up 30,000 street lights in Guinea. So Akon, fabulous. Light Up Africa, fabulous. We appreciate it. I know $1 seems like it's not that much, but the reality is a lot of the proceeds of the ticket has to go to pay for different things. So, don't feel like, oh, he's only giving $1 out of the ticket sales. It's probably really the best that we could squeeze out at that time for the ticket sales. So, what else is it that you have going on fully? Tell us what else is next for you. What is your ultimate goal?
Absolutely. Well, the current thing that I've actually been working on is with different artists to be able to help them cross over to the mainstream. For instance, with Timaya, I put him together with Sean Paul for the Bum Bum remix, and also helped them work with Marshall. I even took him with Marshall Montana to Trinidad for Carnival last year, for him to perform. So I try to use my platform to be able to bridge cultures. Just the same way I also have a mixtape with Major Lazer. It was called Africa is the Future that we released. So whether it's Afrobeat or Caribbean artists, is being able to use the relationships I have on the mainstream, whether it's with different artists, whether it's different companies, to help them be able to get to the mainstream. That's the first part. The second part is also things like touring and stuff like that, being able to arrange different tours because of the relationships that I've been blessed to be able to have over the years, not just in the US, but whether it's in Europe or different parts of the world, and utilize those relationships to help artists reach out to a broader audience. And then, of course, there's now the festival, which I hope for it to grow and be a monster all over, and as well as be able to move it around. That's going to be the next thing. Whether it's next year or after that, we're going to move it around in different markets, because it's something that, again, there are no limits to bridging cultures and uniting people. Every place needs that. So it's just about the right timing to be able to help, execute it. And I'm glad you mentioned about the expense part, because it's not cheap. It is very expensive putting together a festival. What most people don't know is you're not just paying for the park, you're paying for the restrooms, for the trash, for the barricades, for medical, police, sound, lighting, then the acts and marketing and everything. So we definitely could use a lot of sponsorship help. And I believe after the first one, going into the next one, now that people have seen the potential of it, we definitely could get it. So sponsors, if you're out there, definitely would appreciate your support and help you also be able to reach out to different niche audiences that traditionally you wouldn't be able to. So,
right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Make sure that you look up sponsoring Light Up Africa. They still need additional funds also to help their efforts, and PXP needs additional funds to assist their efforts. They're both great things that are going on here in Atlanta. So,
yeah.
I mean,
guys, it's all about mixing the cultures. I really love the fact that you're, multicultural, you're assisting even more crossover going on. And that's what Caribbean Focus TV is about too, guys. That's what we bring you. We want to show you the diversity of the area that you're in and what's going on internationally as well. But you know what? Before we get things too quiet, let's go ahead and cut to a little bit more footage. And as a matter of fact, we have the one and only Walshy from Major Lazer Sound coming up next. So guys, make sure that you stay focused.
Yo, what's up everybody? This is Walshy and you're watching Caribbean Focus TV. Stay focused.
Welcome back, CFTV viewers. So I've searched far and wide for this very international gentleman right here who's making a scene right beside me because he is ready to let you guys know who he is. This is the one and only Walshy.
Everyday person.
How you doing, my dear?
Yeah, I'm so good. Everything is wonderful, man. How are you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. So you are a part of the Major Lazer group, huh?
Oh.
Fantastic. Guys, many people have said he's one of the most diverse DJs that you can find. What inspires you to pull from all these different genres and cultures?
I just think that there's unification in music. Sports and music are usually the two things that bring people together. So if this is what I'm going to do, then I feel like it's my duty to bring people together. What I always say, making the world smaller by making the party bigger.
Wow, okay, I like that. So tell me, where are you from?
Originally Kingston, and then I went to high school in Miami, so 305, big up.
Okay, so Kingston, so your girl Cherry Garden is from Kingston. So which part of Kingston? You did prep school or anything like that?
Yeah, man, halfway tree, man, Mullines Road. Big up everybody upon the Mullines.
Represent. Okay, so after that, you've obviously been traveling a lot. Since we're here at Passport Experience, what are some of your favorite destinations that you've played at?
Kenya, South Africa, Reunion Island, which is a little bit off Africa, Chile, Peru. So many, man. It's been a blessing, Guyana, and of course Jamaica, Trinidad. It's been a blessing.
Fantastic. So do you do production as well? What are all of your talents?
Yeah, man, Major Lazer, we make music, man. So aside from DJing, that's what we do. We got the album out called Pieces of Mission. And Lean On would be the first single. So, we just trying to make a statement in the world right now.
Fantastic. What are some of the things that we can look forward to seeing from you? Like what events you'll be at or anything like that?
Man, I'm super booked right now, so I think I'm going to be everywhere. I think everywhere is the answer to that. But everywhere. You can't miss me. I will be everywhere.
Okay, so where can we find out where you're going to be? Social media, website?
Man, Walshy. That's the Instagram. Trust me, it's all right there. And my beautiful twin sons are there also, so you can go see them and hit like. Walshy@gmail is my email if you got music that you guys want to send me, because I'm always listening to music, so nice.
All right, fantastic. You hear what the man say? You go to the Instagram, find out where he's going to be next. But we have features here for you tonight, what Walshy is going to bring to Atlanta. So thank you so much for being with us here on Caribbean Focus TV and here at PXP Fest.
Manners and respect. Big up. One love.
Stay focused, guys.
We love you, Walshy. Oh my gosh, I can't believe he said such awesome things about Caribbean Focus TV, guys. Okay, so there you have it. It's Caribbean Focus TV did it, and we are do the thing. So, okay, I'll calm down now. So, fully focused.
Yes.
Are there any, or since we're coming to the close of the show, are there any last things that you want to make sure you get out to the viewers, let them know what to do?
Absolutely. First thing I have to say, thank you to everybody that came out to PXP Fest. It was absolutely amazing, and everybody's been putting it on social media. I appreciate it. Shout out to the whole team that it helped me put it together, because you can't be able to do something like that by yourself. So the biggest thing that I'll say is definitely keep the awareness going out there so that it grows, and the message behind it about unity and bringing different cultures. The thing is, we want it to be as diverse as possible. So whatever friend or it doesn't matter what part of the world they're from, bring them, let them feel welcome. That's what we're celebrating. The more diverse it is, the better. That's what we like. But also, again, I'll say once again, to any potential partners or sponsors that we can be able to work with, so that we can be able to execute a better event and be able to spread the word, to different markets and further across. That's the one thing that I'll say. Definitely make sure you link us up, pxpfest.com, PXP Atlanta, all on social media, and I think that's about it.
Fantastic, guys. And all of the footage that you saw, this PXP Fest was on July 19th, so make sure you look out for it next year.
Now, make sure that you guys are staying tuned and staying focused with us here at Caribbean Focus, because we love bringing fantastic events and people to you. So make sure that you like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and Twitter. All social media is Caribbean Focus.
And guys, just in case you don't live in Atlanta and you're worldwide, you already know what the case is. You go to the website, CaribbeanFocus.tv, or if you missed any last episodes, you know what to do. Just check out the archives, check out the interviews so you can see the full-length interviews, and let us know what you have going on. Organizations, event promoters, email us at CaribbeanFocusTV@gmail.com. So guys, we've come to the close of another episode of Caribbean Focus TV. Thanks for keeping it locked with us here. This is your girl Cherry Garden
and Corey Renee.
And guys, thank you again. Fully Focused.
Thank you so much for having me. Absolutely had a wonderful time. I love what you guys are doing for the culture, by the way. Let me just put it out there. Keep supporting Caribbean Focus TV. And of course, once you said your social media, Fully Focused at FULLYFOCUS on Instagram, Twitter, everything else. Yeah.
Yes, guys, log on. And also, make sure that you
stay
focused.
Like fully.
Like fully. Like fully.
Mission to unite, knowing of all our struggles. So long we had to find. In our community, the vision will always be that we have to work together. If we want unity, it's up to you and me. Hesitate is now or never. So stay focused. We got to reach up for the sky. Stay focused.
Made in Georgia.